Colorado.
Happy Friday. It's November 17th. I'm your host, Kimberly Perot, but it is a special day because Mark Sassy is actually here in studio today. So it's going to be a fun and interesting one. Definitely make sure that you tune in this first hour. We take a look at Ben's brand new outdoor adventures at Shrine Ridge. He does a great hike, and then Mark and I in the kitchen. You never know what you're going to see with that. So hour one of Good Morning Vail starts right now.
Things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Good morning, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to Good Morning Vail. Here's a look at your weather for Friday, the 17th day of November. Just, they're making fun of my scarf today, just so you all know. My director just said, "Why do you look like a French guy today?" Italian. This is my Italian scarf. Thanks for being here today. Let's look at that weather. We did see a little bit of snow yesterday, a little bit of snow in the forecast first thing this morning, but things are going to clear up. We're going to have partly cloudy skies. 38 to start at 8 o'clock this morning. We'll be in the 40s midday. Sunshine returning once again. And then our evening temperatures tonight, about 8 o'clock, we'll see 37 degrees. As you look around the corridor from Denver all the way down to Eagle, sunny and 64 in Denver, 52 and sunny in Vail, 53 and sunny in Avon, 54 and sunny in Eagle. Now let's take a look at your evening forecast tonight. Clear skies, sun setting at 4:50 with a low of about 22 degrees. So cool evenings again for the snowmaking team to make some snow. Your 5-day forecast for Saturday, 53, mostly sunny skies. Sunday, Monday, some moisture coming in. About a 60% chance on Sunday, a 50% chance on Monday. A wintry mix for both days. Temperatures upper 30s, low 40s. And then we'll see that sunshine return for Tuesday and Wednesday. Temperatures once again are going to be in the low to mid 40s for the most part. But looks like we are shaping up for a nice week into Thanksgiving, right?
We are.
Yeah.
I saw some snow flurries walking into the studio this morning.
You saw some?
So it's on its way. Or it's here, I guess.
Your buddy Johnny's here, too.
I do have a friend visiting, so it's going to be fun.
She's going on camera later. I can tell she likes it. I can tell she likes it. What's up?
Lots of fun. Good to see you, Mark. You want to hear something funny? I won a pair of skis yesterday.
Yeah, wait, you were talking about that.
And I'm a snowboarder. So I went to the Solomon Quality Ski Time film tour, which they were on the show on Wednesday. And
where was the event?
It was at Vail Mountain School. So it was tons of fun, like great crowd. I think it was half the turnout because the pass was closed, but still incredible films. The stoke was real. And I'm sitting there going, they're not going to call my name.
Was it a raffle?
It was a raffle. There is no way they're calling my name. And I thought they were playing a joke on me because they were on the show the previous morning. But it was a blast, a lot of fun. So now I'm going to be an expert skier on top of snowboarding.
Well, you could probably switch those out for a snowboard, though, with Solomon, too, if you had to. I bet you they would do that for you.
Maybe I just need to commit and learn how to ski.
We've had that conversation, right?
We did. So.
Because you know how to ski. You messed your leg up pretty good on a pair of skis. Oh, that was on a snowboard.
But I learned how to ski first.
That's right.
I'm ready. Here we go.
That's a sign.
It's a sign
that you need to be skiing a little bit.
I think
you haven't been on the hill yet, have you?
No, I think we're going to go this weekend. So.
Johnny going to go with you?
Johnny's going to go.
Nice.
Yeah,
she's going to go?
She's going to shred some snowboarding, and it'll be a lot of fun.
Where's she in? From Park City?
She's in from Nashville. So. Nashville, Tennessee. Brought a little bit of the south to the mountains.
Oh.
Yeah.
I had hernia surgery the other day. Did you know that?
Oh, boy. How'd it go?
I had hernia surgery the other day, 3 days ago. Went great.
Yeah?
They use that robot. Have you seen those robots?
Did he literally just play video games
He sat
on your
at
body?
a desk in the corner looking at this 3D thing, and I'm laying 20 feet away on a table, and there's these 3 big arms going into my stomach. They puff your stomach up with gas so they can work in there.
Or you completely...
He's just sitting there doing this, singing a song. And they're doing all this work, and it was wild.
You know, all those video games that people told you to stop playing as a kid, Clearly, you should be.
That guy was
Now you're about
probably
to.
really good. And there's more about. I can't do it right now. I don't think. I'm not there yet. There's more I want to share with you about the experience.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Well, not that experience, but just kind of the backstory to leading up to now, and my belly, and we'll see. I told Danielle, and she's like, might be a little risky. Let's talk about something else. Let's talk about what's going on right now.
Oh, what's the fun in that? Just kidding. No, there is a lot going on in this morning's show. You and I are in the kitchen. Gonna be fun.
So when the first day that we worked together in the kitchen, we made something. What did we make?
It was National Ice Cream Soda Day.
And I slobbed like soda or ice cream or something all over the front of you, right?
Yep, it was my very first day.
Yeah.
Very first day.
I did it on purpose.
Mark scooped the ice cream and threw it at me.
So we're in the kitchen today. What's it going to be? We're going to find out. What are we making? Like a breakfast casserole?
A breakfast casserole.
Like an egg strata or something? Just like
something similar to that. It's our very first morning, our leading into the weekend breakfast casserole. It's going to be great. I'm taking the leftovers home. I have guests in town this weekend, so I have to.
I know. You got Johnny here, and she likes egg breakfast casserole.
She does. But it's going to be a great first hour of the show. Definitely an entertaining one. So stay tuned. Go fill up that coffee. We'll be right back after this.
Good morning, Vail.
Lion's Head Jewelers Fossil and Mineral Gallery. Located in the heart of Lion's Head Village for over a decade, our 4,000 square foot gallery boasts a one-of-a-kind experience that cannot be found anywhere else in Vail. We carry the most exquisite array of fine jewelry, high-end minerals, and museum-quality fossils. We invite you to come in and explore all the history and beauty that nature has to offer.
Hi, it's Julio from TV8 Vail. Do you ever wonder why our tagline is "There's more for you on 92"? Because we're always bringing you more. More Good Morning Vail from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. all year long. More local coverage with Vail Vibes and Covered Bridge on TV8. More opportunities to participate with new roundtable panels on mountain perspectives and our new Spanish programming block coming this fall. Find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92, on YouTube, or our website at tv8vail.com.
Thank you for watching Good Morning Vail. Have an amazing day. Get on out there, soak up that sunshine. We'll see you tomorrow right here for more Good Morning Vail. Bye, everyone. Hi, I'm Gretchen Bleshaw. You might recognize me from the Glitz and Glam with Gretchen. Maybe you hear my voice on the radio from time to time or see me out at a concert or two. I love concerts. If you see me out, the long mermaid hair, I'm almost 6 foot tall. It's hard to miss. Come and say hi, give me a high five, and make sure to watch me right here on TV8.
Good morning, Vail.
It's Friday and we are off and rolling. Speaking of which, Ben took his latest outdoor adventure to Shrine Ridge, where he hiked it and showed us all of the beauty that it is. Let's take a look.
Welcome to Outdoor Adventures. I'm Ben Ruth. We are here at Vail Pass working our way over to the Shrine Ridge Trail. It's one of the oldest and most well-known hikes here in the Vail Valley, with the original path being set by the Ute Native Americans. Though throughout history it's been enjoyed by gold miners, silver miners, pilgrims, the 10th Mountain Division, and now it's a popular hiking and backcountry skiing trail well known for its spectacular views. It's a fabulous panoramic view, but to get there, we have to get off at Vail Pass off I-70. If we're coming from Copper in the east, we're taking a left. Vail from the west, we're taking a right, and it's just a short drive before we hit a dirt road. That dirt road is the Shrine Ridge Road, and that's gonna take us a couple of miles up a few switchbacks, past some gorgeous campsites to the trailhead. Let's get started right now. So you've made it to the trailhead, which is at about 11,090 feet in elevation. From there, we're gonna go about 2.2 miles to our final destination, and that's gonna be at about 11,800 feet. We're gonna lose 100 feet in elevation on our way to a beautiful alpine marsh that provides a wide open view of the 10-mile range and the top of Copper Mountain. After that, we're gonna be regaining our elevation. We're gonna gain a total of 900 feet for a finishing elevation of about 11,800. It's a nice gradual way the whole time. Once we get through the alpine marsh, it's about an 8% grade from the marsh all the way up through a forest that's gonna break through several wide open meadows and a couple of creek crossings that can be a little bit tricky, especially during the earlier seasons, early July. Then, after we get through that forest, we're gonna hit a ridgeline. Along that ridgeline is gonna be the steepest part of our hike at about an 18% grade. That's gonna sustain for about 300 yards, and then we'll hit our final destination, providing us those gorgeous panoramic views of the Vail Valley. Make sure we've got our snacks, got our water, and let's get started. An important thing to always keep in mind when we're out here in the backcountry is wildlife. And wildlife encounters are something that we always need to be a little bit aware of. And the last time I hiked the Shrine Ridge Trail, right on this exact spot, I ran into a moose. And moose can be some of the most dangerous things we can run into out here. More dangerous than bears and mountain lions, at least in Colorado. Might be a little bit different as we get further north and we start running into grizzly territory, but we don't really have grizzly bears here, which means moose are far and away the most likely to hurt us or attack us out here. And that's because they're both territorial and they will defend themselves, and moose aren't really afraid of much. So the last time I was up here on Shrine Ridge, I was taking photos of sunset, and I was working my way back down the trail a little bit after dark. I had my headlamp with me and my dog on his leash, but when I broke out of these bushes right here, coming down this way was Mama Moose, already in a full sprint. She was coming for me. And really the only thing I had time to do was to raise my hands and yell at her. And that caused her at least to stop and think about it for a second. I lunged towards her when she did and yelled, hoping that would get her to move on, but it didn't work at all. She decided that I needed a little bit more subduing, so she took big 2 steps towards me. I fell down into the trail back behind me. I broke one of my camera lenses, and lying on my back, I had my life flash before my eyes there for a second. Fortunately, Mama Moose decided I was sufficiently subdued, so she started moving back up to where her calf undoubtedly was. But it's something that we always need to keep in mind when we're out here in the backcountry, and a couple of steps we can take to really kind of help us stay a little bit safer and reduce our risk of large wildlife encounters is to talk to our friends. Just a little bit of a running conversation or singing to yourself if you're hiking alone, that can help kind of alert some of those animals like moose, bears, mountain lions, that people are here and that if you don't want to deal with us, best to move on. So let's move on ourselves and keep on hiking. Well, we are closing in on the very end of the Shrine Ridge Trail, so we just have that last little steep section remaining, and then we've got those gorgeous panoramic views. We have made it up to the top of Shrine Pass, and as you can see behind me, we've got the Shrine Rock right here and the Gore Range stretching on behind me in the distance to the north. To the south side, we've got the 10-mile range, Copper Mountain, and then to the southwest, we've got Holy Cross, Notch Mountain, and Battle Mountain Pass as well. And then way off into the distance, off to the west of us, we've also got the Flat Tops Wilderness. And we've got gorgeous panoramic views of everything, making that 2.5-mile uphill well worth the time. On our way back, it's going to be starting to get a little bit darker on us, so we're going to have to keep an eye out for moose near the trail. But before we head back, let's take a quick moment to throw another layer on because it is a lot colder up here, and let's grab a quick snack. While we're hanging out, enjoying the views, I wanted to talk quickly about two things I want to make sure that I always have in my trail pack. One of those is an insulator layer that's got some water resistance to it. The other important thing that I want to make sure that I always have with me is some food. And I want to make sure that food has both fats, carbs, and proteins in it, because having all three of those major macronutrient groups can really help us have good energy for the long haul on the trail. And my personal favorite trail snack are wonderful pistachios. It's something that I can just grab real quick, eat a little bit on the way during the trail, or hang out and really dig into for a minute. They've got that crunchy, meaty quality to them that's really satisfying, and my personal favorite, the chili roasted variety, has an extra bite to them with that spice. But they've got a whole bunch of different flavors that every time you go on a hike, you pack a snack, something that you're going to be able to hang out and enjoy as you take in the views. That's all the time I really have to hang out up here. I don't want to stay too long because if the sun starts to set, I might get attacked by moose again. So let's head on back down to the cars. Well, we've made it back to the car, and one thing to always keep in mind when we're hiking with a ridge to the west is that once the sun sets, it's going to get dark and it's going to cool off really fast. So I'm glad I had an extra light and my hat in my bag with me today. Thank you so much for joining me on this edition of Outdoor Adventures as we continue to explore all of the wonderful outdoor activities the Vail Valley has to offer. I'm Ben Roof, and I'll see you next time.
Good morning, Vail.
Eyepieces of Vail has been a fixture in the Vail community for over 30 years. From designer frames and sunglasses to high-performance sports frames, prescription goggles, and in-demand accessories like helmets, goggle lenses, and foldable reading glasses, our inventory raises the optical bar. Visit one of our 7 locations today and see why generations of loyal customers return time after time for our unmatched service and inventory. Eyepieces, the art of vision.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
My name is Tyler Alvarez. I work here at Sweet Basil in Vail. I'm a bartender here. I originally came to Vail to snowboard. I slept on my sister and my cousin's couch for what was supposed to be a week, turned into 2 months, and then I found my own spot, and then kind of made friends and worked different places in the valley and kind of just fell in love with it more and more every single day, and ended up finding my way to Sweet Basil through some friends who worked here and all the great things that I heard about it. And yeah, I've been here for 4 years now. It's hard to wake up in Vail and be upset when you look outside. It's just beautiful. My favorite part about working at Sweet Basil is definitely that I could be proud about everything that we're putting out, whether it's food, drinks. We also get to be really creative here. The bartenders, the whole team here, we workshop our menus every season, so we'll start with a spirit or an ingredient, and then we get to be really creative and make a whole project of it. And then when we get the final product, it's a drink that we're all really proud of for the whole menu, and that's super fun, just being able to be creative and work with new things. And the most fun cocktails to make, though, are definitely the ones that we get to create from scratch. When people take a sip and say, oh my God, this is delicious, or they just love it. And that's probably the most fun for me, the creativity behind it and making unique cocktails. That, for me, that would be the most fun drink to make, just the one that you start from scratch and then people are excited about. I'm Tyler, I live and work in Vail. Come see me at Sweet Basil.
Welcome aboard! Bobby Laurie and Nikki Noya have your ticket to everything you need for an on-the-go lifestyle. Grab your boarding pass. It's time to jet set.
Good morning, Vail.
Everybody, welcome back to our Friday edition of Good Morning Vail. We have opportunities to spend time with the two people that started Cover Bridge Magazine. They come in the studio a lot and do some video segments and interview interesting people around Eagle County. Well, they had a chance to speak with the owners of Hygge Life in Eaglevale. And Hygge Life has worked with Van Life in a collaboration of sorts as kind of the interior design of these vans. Let's take a look at this interview with Cover Bridge Magazine.
Hello, welcome to Covered Bridge on TV8. I'm Kim Fuller, co-owner of Jaunt Media Collective in West Vail and editor-in-chief of Covered Bridge Magazine.
And I'm Bobby LaRue, the other co-owner of Jaunt Media Collective and the director of partnerships at Covered Bridge Magazine. We had the pleasure of sitting down with some really awesome locals that really celebrate collaboration and really have created some unique things for our valley and the state wide. So today we're sitting down with David Walsh with Van Life Customs, Alex and Kuhn of Hygge Life. Dave, can you give us a little idea of what Van Life Customs is and what you guys do over there?
Absolutely, Bobby. So we build bespoke camper vans on the Mercedes Sprinter, Ford Transit, and Ram ProMaster chassis. We're essentially set up as an upfitter, so you bring us an empty van and we build you the camper van of your dreams.
That's pretty awesome. And Alex and Kuhn, give us a little idea of how to pronounce your business and what exactly you guys do over there.
All right, so maybe we start with hygge. So hygge is a Danish word that doesn't translate directly, but it kind of means coziness. So it's just this feeling really good, content, happy in a moment. And our shop and cafe located in Eaglevale is called Hygge Life. So we basically import all sorts of home goods, furniture, lighting, decor, from all over Scandinavia and Europe that we feel like creates an atmosphere that creates that hygge feeling.
Mm-hmm. So when I think of van life, I think of cozy, right? Of being in a van and being able to go anywhere you want and really create your life by design. So what was it, Dave, that, what was the impetus of starting to work with Hygge Life?
Yeah. Well, we've known Alex and Kuhn for a while here in the Valley, love going in their shop and checking things out. And every time I'd walk through there, I'd be like, wow, this would be so cool to incorporate in a van build. Like, how could we get this vibe in a van? Mm-hmm. It's definitely a small space, so it has to be done really clean and really simple. And the vibe that we saw every time we walked into Hygge was just exactly that, but it was still inviting. So yeah, we just kind of started kicking around some ideas and saw some finishes and some fabrics and thought, wow, maybe we could build a cool van out of this.
Yeah.
You know, when I first heard of this idea, you know, I had what I would picture, like, oh, they're going to supply a few things. But after talking to Dave and during the build, it sounds like you guys had a pretty big part in creating what that interior of the van would look like.
We did. No, it was really fun to kind of start thinking a little bit out of the box from a home or a room, but to get to a room on wheels, really. And you do start thinking about colors, about fabrics in there, even how to position lighting, how to build in certain lighting. And then what objects and items can you bring in that both create a really good vibe, but are also super practical, of course, because you're going to get out there, you're going to be camping out, and which things can you use inside the camper van, but are also possibly to pull out when you're eating, dining, grilling, after swimming, relaxing, sitting in the sun. And then how to pack it all up and create a really cozy, comfy home, because it doesn't matter whether it's raining outside, you're sitting outside, but how to use those things all around.
Yeah, and Dave, you often work with clients in that way where they're designing their vans from scratch. Is this correct?
Yep.
And so that also includes aesthetic, and they can get as detailed as they'd like.
Yeah. Our customers can come in, they can choose from a number of different fabrics, or they can bring their own. We've done tufted leather seats or couches in the vans as well. The key is that we bring in ideas from the customer and we incorporate them into a durable solution that we have. Because these vans are going to do 70 miles an hour down the road, bumping along, down a washboard road to find a good rural off-grid campsite. So it needs to hold up too. So we had to bring like the nice high-end feel of a home and put it in something and keep it all together.
And Alex, you do the same at Hygge Life with guests, or not guests, but customers who come in and they ask you for your amazing design advice. Are you able to go into their homes and help them in that way too?
Yeah, we actually just rolled out a styling program this last year, which has been going really well so far. And we're able to go into people's homes, and that could be, you know, for a specific room, an office, the entire home, a living room. And we'll basically go in and help them with furnishings, lighting, decor. And so the van was actually a really fun project for us too, to practice our styling. Yeah.
What's really unique too, if you guys haven't been over to the shop in the wintertime, I don't know if you guys are doing this in the summer, but Saturdays are sauna days, is that correct?
Yeah.
I saw that going on a little bit this year.
Yeah, just, so Hygge also definitely incorporates enjoyment, fun, a good time basically. And so to put that, and you can do Hygge. Hygge is used as a verb in the Danish language. So you could say, hey guys, come over for dinner, Hygge with us tomorrow night. And so we are always thinking of how to incorporate Hygge and to practically do it as well. In this case, we got like, well, why don't we put a sauna in front of the shop? Quite a nice Nordic thing to do, both relaxing and fun. So this past winter, we indeed every Saturday had a sauna in front of the shop. You could book an hour and come with some friends or family, and that hour, the sauna was yours. Coffee in the cafe before or after. Of course, they have the whole package, so we got a cold plunge next to it. And just indeed to just do Hygge as well. Not just say, buy this, your home is going to be more Hygge, but totally to live it as well. Yeah, because it is Hygge life.
Right. It seems like we should be pulling the sauna with the van. That would be
exactly.
That would be the most ideal thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
I feel that with Hygge Life, it's always, for me, it's those things I didn't know I needed, right? And like a sauna, or very much a part of the Scandinavian culture, and then once they're a part of your life, the candles, the cozy stuff, it just becomes integrated. So Dave, were there any things in the van that showed up that you were like, wow, I never would have thought of this until it's there, and now you're so many customers that you're going to
There absolutely were a few things. I think the lighting was a big thing. We have our normal built-in lighting that we use, But Alex and Kuhn brought in some great accent pieces. They have these little, like, is it like a little candelabra thing?
Yeah, it's like a little portable light.
Yeah, and it's like a touch
rechargeable
light. It's amazing. And then the globe light with the handle on top was fantastic. And being able to hang that in the van and then grab it and take it out of the van. There was just some amazing accessories. And then, you know, there's nothing better than laying on, gosh, what was it, alpaca?
Sheepskin?
Well, the sheepskins are always amazing, but the blankets and the covers were just, it was the next level. Like, it took this van to a really another place.
So the van is since sold, but if you guys want to reach out, I'm sure they could redo or refashion a total different Hygge Life van or a van from Dave. But what I want to focus on quickly before we end is, you know, you've created some really unique businesses, but you both seemingly see the power and the opportunity of collaboration. And if you could just speak to that a little bit, because I think that's really what we're trying to celebrate at Covered Bridge and TV8 is how to work together within this silo of our valley, but then how to create more community around that.
No, yeah, what is really fun is indeed to see collaboration. We always believe that the more you collaborate, the sum of individual components becomes bigger than just a simple equation. And that's what we've always tried to do as well. So any partnership is really fun. And when we got to start talking about this idea, we're totally on board. And it doesn't always need to be resulting into this massive opportunity or big thing, but it really is about creating community, putting things out there together. You are stronger, we think, together than just by yourself. And it is also just what we try to do at the shop and with the coffee bar and the cafe in there, bring in the sun. It is engaging the community because it just simply, it's more Hygge together as well. Yeah.
Yeah, and we do. I mean, in the Vail Valley, I think it is really important that we all do come together and work together, and because, like you said, there are just such amazing small businesses in the valley, and it takes a lot of passion and grit and to make your business survive up here, I think, as well. And so I think coming together and really helping each other and coming up with fun ideas, and this really was mostly fun. We had a really fun time with it, and neat to connect with Dave and create this beautiful van. But I think in the valley, just all of us coming together, it's important.
Yeah. And a big shout out to you guys as well with what you guys are doing with Covered Bridge to highlight those stories, those connections, and basically the passion from a lot of local entrepreneurs to bring that out there. It's much appreciated.
Thank you. Yeah, it's really wonderful to be able to bring these stories, partnerships, and wonderful people to life on TV8. So thank you so much for watching today, Covered Bridge on TV8. We'll see you next time.
Enjoy the journey.
Good morning, Vail.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Familia, estamos muy emocionados de por fin presentarles nuestro nuevo programa completamente en español, Conexión Latina, que se estrena este lunes 21 de agosto a partir de las 7 de la tarde. Por el momento, el programa se transmitirá los lunes, miércoles y viernes de 7 a 7 y media de la tarde, con una repetición de 7 y media a 8, así que no hay excusas para perdértelo. Te recuerdo que puedes sintonizar nuestra programación a través del canal 92 de Comcast, nuestra página web tv8vail.com y nuestra página de Facebook TV8 Conexión Latina. Acompáñanos en esta nueva aventura llena de información y entretenimiento local. No te lo pierdas.
Well, Archer and I are going to get headed on further down the trail, but I hope you'll catch up with us a little bit later. Hi, I'm Ben Roof, and I'm one of the new hosts here at TV8. I'm so excited to share all of my explorations throughout the Vail Valley with my dog Archer, where we'll be taking you to hiking trails, biking trails, maybe we'll go rafting, fishing, or whatever else we can come up with. I'm so excited to share all of that with you in my new segment, Outdoor Adventures. Don't forget to catch up with us every day right here at TV8 Vail or at tv8vail.com, because there's always more for you on 92.
Do you have an interesting hobby or skill you'd like to share for Vail Valley? We want to hear from you. We're looking for people to share their musical, artistic, culinary, woodworking, athletic, or technical talents on Good Morning Vail. If you'd like to share your talents with the community, email Danielle at tv8vail.com. Join the community conversation. There's more for you on 92.
Experience the magic of the season like never before with the Leadville Railroad on our Holiday Express. Gather the family for an enchanting journey filled with dazzling displays of twinkling lights and festive decorations. Create cherished memories that will last a lifetime on this unforgettable train adventure that captures the spirit of the holidays. Booking information at leadvillerailroad.com.
Good morning, Vail.
Hey everybody, Mark Sashi here with a look at your weather forecast for the day. It's Friday, November the 17th. And I want to give you a look at what's happening. We had a little bit of snow first thing this morning, a little bit of freezing rain on the windows. We are going to see some nice weather return this afternoon. Let's take a look at that forecast. 38 to start at 8 o'clock this morning, 52. They're all laughing at me for some reason in here. Maybe because I introduced myself as Mark Sashi. Could be. Anyways, we're going to see a 20% chance of some moisture coming our way with a high of 52 degrees, mostly sunny skies over the course of your Friday. Here's your hourly forecast. Cloudy to start in the 30s, mid-40s midday. Sunshine returns. This evening, clear skies with a low of about 37 degrees at 8 o'clock. Your I-70 drive, Denver today, 64 for the high temperature with some sunshine, 52 for Vail, 53 for Avon, and then 54 as you travel a little bit further west down towards Eagle and Gypsum. Tonight we're going to see a low of 22, clear skies, our sun setting early, 4:50 in the afternoon with a slight breeze out of the southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then looking at that 5-day forecast for the weekend, for Saturday, mostly sunny, 53 for a high on Saturday with a 20% chance of maybe a passing shower, a sprinkle, not too much. Sunday and Monday, a low pressure system passing on through. Upper 30s and low 40s will be your temperatures, anywhere from a 50 to a 60% chance of a little bit of moisture. That's going to pass on through. Then Tuesday and Wednesday, sunshine returns once again, 45 for a high on Tuesday. And then on Wednesday, we've got 49 for a high. Evening lows, nice and cool. Perfect temperatures for making snow. All right, let's shift gears a little bit. So Ben Roof, one of our talent here at TV8, had a chance to catch up with Mike Danger, who is the senior editor for Kelley Blue Book at the LA Auto Show pretty recently. And they had some great information to talk about the show itself, how it's going, and looking at a few of the new Kia vehicles. Let's take a look.
Welcome back to the show. Every year, the Los Angeles International Auto Show is where car makers of all kinds showcase the latest and greatest in all things automobiles. And joining me now is Mike Danger, the senior editor of Kelley Blue Book. Welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks for having me. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to join us. So, with the LA Auto Show coming up, what are people looking for? What is the big top line items?
They're looking for the latest and greatest with technology, not only pertaining to EVs, but technology that's getting put into almost all of the newest cars, whether it's inside with larger screens that are easy to operate and clear and hook up with your phone seamlessly, or on the outside with safety tech that helps prevent you from getting into a collision.
Have you seen anything in particular yet that's really kind of caught your interest in that new safety or connectivity world?
Yeah, actually the Kia Sorento. Kia is releasing an updated Kia Sorento, which is a mid-size 3-row SUV, and now they have their X Pro line. But the coolest part is they have newer safety features like front collision avoidance with pedestrian detection that keeps all of the people around you safe. And they also have a large panoramic available dual 11-inch screen on the inside, which looks great.
Wow, it sounds like it's a really big update for Kia, but I gotta ask, Kia's been a little bit controversial recently with some of the security issues that they've had. Are they doing anything to really kind of make some major changes there with these new models?
I'm sure Kia is aware of that, and they've also introduced a digital key. So you can't start your car unless you have this digital key, and that stays on your phone. But the good thing is, if someone needs to borrow your car, you can pass that key along safely and securely.
Sounds like a really great way to take advantage of some of those new technologies and new connectivity issues to really increase that level of security. What else are you seeing in terms of new trends or new features showing up in the market?
Well, since we're on tech, let's talk EVs. Kia is actually introducing two all-electric concepts, the EV3, which is an all-electric SUV, and the EV4, which is a compact sedan. So I think that's something really to look forward to.
Fantastic. So as terms like EVs, and I know that some of those technologies are really starting to come into their own these days, which is seeing a lot of those prices come down. What else are you seeing in the world of EVs, and how are they becoming more and more accessible these days?
So not only is the price coming down, but you can see range going up higher, and there is talks of merging charging, but the best thing is that range going up, so that eases consumers' range anxiety and gives them a more confidence in purchasing an EV, knowing they won't end up stranded. And it'll definitely, that range will last them throughout the week, and it's so easy to charge, especially with the fast charging times.
That's really cool. I mean, personally, that's one of my biggest hesitations with getting an EV. I really like the technology, and I think it's got a lot of incredible features, but I spend about as much time driving on Forest Service access roads as I do on pavement. So having a little bit of that extra off-road capability and the ability to throw a jerry can in the back of the car to make sure I can get home, that's something that's really important to me. Have you seen anything in that world of like off-roading or bridging that gap between environmental or EVs and off-roading?
Yeah, so talking about bridging the gap, this Kia Sorento is refreshed for the 2024 model year, and they've introduced an X Pro line, which pretty much is an X Pro trim that gives you more capability off-road, and it comes with 17-inch wheels and all-terrain tires. But the best part is it's going to be a hybrid trim and a plug-in hybrid trim later on in 2024.
Fantastic. So that's both that hybrid trim and that more kind of stepped up all-terrain performance really couples together well, it seems.
Yeah, it almost sounds too good to be true. You get your electric range, and you can also enjoy going somewhere off the beaten path without having to worry, am I going to be able to charge this thing while I'm in the dirt?
One of the really cool things about the LA Auto Show is that you always see a lot of really interesting prototype vehicles. Have you noticed anything that's really jumped out to you?
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of prototypes. The flagship Kia EV9, which is right behind me, that is almost a prototype that's come to life. This is their mid-size 3-row all-electric SUV, and it has everything from the power to sustainability. And I think it's a good move to have your electric vehicles that not only can provide performance and range, but also look pretty cool as well. That's important to a lot of people.
Absolutely. I mean, that's something that I've always been a little bit disappointed about by the show, is that you see these incredible prototype cars with all of this technology, and then a lot of that never really makes it onto the road or ends up being too expensive to be really cost effective for the consumer. But it sounds like Kia's really kind of gone above and beyond with this new EV9.
Yeah, I mean, their design language is great. And if you look around the auto show, it's a lot of manufacturers that are taking a more radical approach to how they're designing their cars. For instance, the Toyota Camry, back in the 90s, it looked like a regular sedan, but now it looks sharp. So the auto show is a great place to see where manufacturers are taking their ideas, and consumers can check that out for themselves.
Got one more question for you real quick before I let you go. It's just my own personal favorite vehicle is the Toyota 4Runner. Any chance you've seen that new 6th gen yet?
Haven't seen the 6th gen yet. I know they have the new Land Cruiser, but haven't seen the 4Runner just yet.
Dang, I'm going to keep looking out for that one. Well, Mike Danger of Kelley Blue Book, thank you so much for joining us and sharing all of this wonderful information.
Hey, thank you for having me.
All right, well, we appreciate the time, and we will be right back after a short break.
Good morning, Vail.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Coming up this season on Ready, Set, Renovate, real homeowners tackle really big renos.
Welcome to the ugliest house in the neighborhood.
It's a wild ride from before to after.
If we go to the tile store one more time, only one of us is coming out alive.
Well, I didn't know he was going to do all that.
Between the budget and the timeline, it's makeover madness.
When you're in Vail, you're in vacation mode, and you need a flexible home tour experience that fits into your schedule. We've transformed how you view and buy homes in the Vail Valley. With immersive, cutting-edge technology, you can explore properties 10 times faster. In our lounge, we guide you through this digital world on a 16-foot screen where you can imagine your next home in comparison to your favorite recreational spots. Say goodbye to multi-day home tours and hello to a quick stop between your other plans. That's the power of the Immersion Theater.
At Revival Boutique Med Spa, we take an integrative and holistic approach to skincare, focusing on the bigger picture when treating our clients. We use only result-driven and science-based products that contain clean, organic, wildcrafted, and research-based ingredients. From injectables, facials, to body contouring, we offer anything related to looking your best self. Find us in the Riverwalk in Edwards. For a complete list of services, visit us online at revivalvail.com. Follow us on Instagram at Revival Vail Valley. Fall in love with your skin again. There's lots to love at Revival. Mind, body, beauty.
I'm Amy Goodman, host of Democracy Now! Our independent news hour offers diverse perspectives and unique opinions, often unheard in the mainstream media, live as the news unfolds. Tune in for Democracy Now!, the War and Peace Report, weekday mornings at 9 and evenings at 6 on TV8 Vail, Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. There's more for you on Channel 92.
Good morning, Vail.
Well, it is a fun Friday, and we are sizzling things up here in the kitchen. And I don't even know what Mark's doing. He's back there prepping things.
I'm actually looking around through the cabinets to see what other things we can add into this.
This
to make
sizzling concoction.
This breakfast casserole, like an egg strata, yeah, these things are yum.
You know, this is like one of my favorite things. I always do a big ski trip every year with my brother and a lot of our friends. And what we do is prepare a lot of breakfast casseroles. So it's super simple. You can make it overnight, and then you literally just pop it in the fridge in the morning, because who wants to make a lot of things early in the morning for a lot of people? I don't.
I never do. It's not my deal at all. So is this your special recipe?
So it's similar, not my special recipe specifically, but I do love to do this. And really, you can follow the measurements, but you really just kind of put in whatever you want to, really. We've got, so we're cooking up some onion just to soften it a little bit so that when you bite it, it'll be baking.
You can put it in there, obviously raw dog if you want to, but you don't need to.
Yeah, and so we, during the commercial break, we decided we were going to brown a little bit of the sausage.
Yep.
And I love sausage in the morning.
Is that the Jimmy Dean?
I don't know what brand it is. Mark got this started during the commercial break.
So Jimmy Dean.
It is the Jimmy Dean. And I like a good
Now,
sausage.
have you had the Jimmy Dean maple sausage before? I wouldn't.
I bet that's good.
It is good, but I wouldn't use it. Probably wouldn't mix it with this because it's that sweet piece that, I don't know, I like the savory kind of yum, but
Same.
the sweet is good at times.
Sweet is good at times. You mentioned the maple. I actually, when I eat sausage,
Am I freaking you out? I keep on being
I don't know where to look right. When I'm eating usually sausage with my pancakes, I always drench it in the maple syrup, and I only use real maple syrup.
Really?
Yeah, none of that sugar-free Aunt Jemima stuff.
So we were talking about this recipe, right? And
yes.
We have basic stuff that goes into it.
We do. So what's kind of easy about this recipe, you just need a carb, which we're using frozen hash browns. Super simple, and you're just going to layer it. We use 6 eggs, 2 cups of milk, and then whatever breakfast meats and vegetables that you want to put in it, and of course cheese, always cheese.
I found some Vermont maple syrup too.
Well, I'm going to save a little bit of sausage and eat it on the side because it's not going in my eggs.
You heard it. So I was looking in the fridge for more things we could add to it, right, Kim?
Yep.
And I'm not going to open the fridge, show everybody what's in here, but I did find a couple things. Now, this we found out is a little Tupperware full of little diced jalapenos, which for me would be really good in here.
Mm-hmm.
But we also found out
they've got a kick to them.
They have a kick, but because they've been kind of hanging out in the fridge probably for a little longer than they should have been.
We're admitting that on live TV.
So we're gonna. Look at that. This little thing hid in the corner in there. You wouldn't even see it, but we're not going to use those today. But you and Kevin made this yesterday.
We did. We made bacon, cream cheese, cheddar ranch bites. Delicious. So you can make this as a dip, but we just rolled it into little balls and stuck pretzels on it. So it was like a cake pop, but a savory cake pop made out of cheese.
And this, I think, could work with this, so I think we should add this in.
I'm here for that, absolutely.
Okay, so that's going to be going in here in a little bit. We preheated the oven at 350.
We did.
Do we need to spray this down or give it a little?
We.
I don't think it's a bad idea.
We can, but you don't need to. You can just throw everything in there, but it wouldn't be a bad idea, just to make it easy on your life when you're getting it out there. But the best part about this recipe too, it takes about, once you're finished assembling it, and you can layer it like a lasagna if you wanted to. You can just kind of mix everything together. But sausage is going, so we're almost done here. And if it's not completely cooked, it will bake in the oven too. So you don't have to worry about making sure that it's completely cooked. In fact, I think we should get started on the rest of it.
Even though it's really raw, let's just eat it.
That is not what I said. You get to just throw it in the oven.
Fine.
It's going to be baking for about 40 minutes.
Did I tell you I had hernia surgery the other day?
You're still dealing with the after effects of it.
Feel this right here. Do you feel this? Just feel this right here. Right there.
I think I'm good.
That's there's 3.
Mark, we have eggs to crack.
Okay, here we go. So
we've got 6 eggs. So we've got to get this.
These are going in here with the milk, right?
They are. So, word of advice: don't crack it on the edge if you can help it. Crack it on a flat surface so that you don't get a shell in there, unless you're expert, which Mark is.
I'm actually pretty good at it.
Yeah, some people aren't.
I'm
not on occasion. Depends. If I have an audience, sometimes I get nervous.
Really?
Not just with cracking eggs, People watch you. The way you crack your eggs tells you a lot about a person.
Confidence.
It does. It really does.
So eggs and milk are going in here right now.
2 cups of milk, yep. So we're going to go ahead and get that milk rolling while you crack the eggs.
And we're just kind
You
of
can
eyeballing the milk.
yeah.
We can eyeball this
Yeah,
for
it's
the most
pretty
part.
easy. You basically just kind of want to make sure that the consistency is good. And the milk also just adds like extra fluffiness and a little bit of
Because you could use half and
moisture.
half.
You could. You can.
If you wanted to, right?
Yeah, you could. And, you could throw cream cheese in this, but we're keeping it pretty basic. We are throwing cream cheese from the leftover dip.
Yep.
But, just to make it creamier and a little bit more delicious.
Okay, you got that.
Yep. All right, I'm going to let you freehand the milk since you're manning it all. Then you're just going to stir it all together. And yep.
I'm liking that.
That looks like 2 cups of milk to me.
Works for me.
Then add salt and pepper to your liking.
Behind you. I'm going to go over here real quick.
Always great to say behind you when you're in the kitchen. Make sure that you don't run into anybody.
I'm going to use this.
I used to wait tables in college, so that was a phrase we used all the time.
We don't have a blender or a mixer, so I'm just going to use this, okay? You good with that?
Great with that.
It's all the same flavor anyways.
You can add salt and pepper to taste how you want to. You can add garlic powder, really whatever you want to.
Yeah, paprika, chili powder.
I love a good chili powder, huh? You're into the spicy?
I like chili powder. I use it a lot at my house. Paprika I use a lot too.
Yeah, I like paprika as well. Mostly because it's a red spice and I have red hair. So then you just layer it. So then we're going to grab, while you work on that, we're going to let this simmer a little bit longer. Probably should stir these onions a little bit as well.
Wait, so this is going in. What goes in first? The potatoes?
So we put the potatoes first. I'm going to grab those out of the freezer.
They're right there.
Yep.
Do you want me to do a little, just a little wipe in the pan just because? I'm going to do it. Okay?
Okay. Yeah.
A little olive oil just because.
Sounds good to me.
Good deal.
So you want to do about a half of a package of a 15-ounce frozen bag of hash browns, which is what we've got right here. Well, we've got 30 ounces. So I'm going to do about a fourth of this one.
And that's going to be the bed?
And we're going to put it in the bed. So yeah, I'll grab this right
And
over
we're
here.
going to put it in the bed. You knew what I meant.
I did. I knew exactly
I
what
just
you meant.
made it up.
Yeah.
That's good. See?
You're just going to basically like shake it out in here. And really this is kind of to your discretion, right?
Yeah. Everything is.
Always is. That's the best part about using a savory
I just
breakfast
put it in just
casserole.
because I want to. That's the fun of cooking, right?
It is the fun of cooking. Right, so always
Where's
make
Johnny,
sure.
by the way?
That's a great question. Hopefully she didn't get lost going to grab a coffee.
Wish we could check in with her.
All right, there we go.
Okay, so far so good.
We've got this in here. Yep, so far so good. We can go ahead and start layering. So what I would suggest doing is doing all of the more stable ingredients, i.e. like the onions, the meat, all of that, the potatoes first, and then you're gonna just bathe it all in the egg mixture.
Okay.
How's that sound?
Yeah, so what do you want to do with?
All right, you tell me.
I mean, it's all the same, right?
It's all the same.
Here.
You go
do-
first.
You do the sausage, I'll put some onions in. Want to put them all in, or are we just going to layer? Put them all in.
Let's put them all in. Why not?
As long as they're not lumped up in one corner.
You know what's great about this too?
But you can layer cheese.
We're gonna do that after we get everything rocking and rolling. What's great about this recipe is like it got protein, all the carbs that you need, especially if you're getting out on the mountain.
Heck yeah.
So we're just gonna go ahead and do a sprinkling of cheese here. I'm a big fan of cheese in between every layer.
Yeah. I found this extra bag.
Great.
In the fridge, so let's use it all.
Let's use it all. It's just gonna be a cheesy goodness. All right, are we ready to throw in that sausage? I think so.
Yeah, we're good.
I think let's do it. You got it?
Yep.
Great.
I'd rather use my hands.
You know, a little grease never hurt anyone. In fact, it makes it more delicious, in my opinion.
Are we want to go all of it in there? Or you
I
wanna
think
layer?
so. Let's throw it all in
I'm
there.
good
Let's
with
make
that.
it
Let's
a
do
nice, hearty, protein-filled breakfast.
My mouth's watering right now.
I can't wait to try this.
Kim's like, I'm taking all the leftovers home.
I don't know if we're going to have leftovers between you and I, my guests from out of town, and the rest of the crew
Oh,
here.
yeah,
I
Johnny.
think
Johnny, I heard, has quite an appetite.
You know, all right. We'll sprinkle a little bit more in here. Why not?
Can you sprinkle more than that?
I am. We're just working on it. All right, we've got some salt and pepper.
Yeah, we'll put that on too, but this is ready to be.
All
Can
right.
you decide what you want to do? We gonna take a break, or we gonna come back?
I think it's time to
Pour it and go?
pour it and go.
Going, and we'll put more cheese on top, right? We good?
Absolutely, we're good.
Oh, and I think the ticket is going to be those little nuggets of joy, these little cream cheese thingies.
It's going to be so good.
We mixing it or no? We don't really mix it, do we?
You can if you want to. You don't have to, but
I think it looks pretty solid, don't
I think
you?
it looks pretty good to me.
Okay.
And then, you know, it's cool. The eggs are going to rise a little bit. Everything's just going to fill in. We're just
and it's going to coagulate.
It's going to coagulate.
Well, in a sense, right?
Yeah, it is.
Put some of this on. You're like there.
Yeah, it's going to be really cheesy.
Yeah,
but we
good.
like the cheese.
Yeah, that's good. And
Awesome.
then we don't have any tin foil, so we're going to use the cookie pan. We're going to use this as a cover to put it in
It's
the
a
oven.
magic hack.
Is it ready?
It's ready. We're ready to go.
Okay. You open that oven up for me, and
I
I'll
will
toss her
open
in.
this oven. You ready? Here we
Yeah,
go.
good. We go. Oven 350. And we'll just keep checking in on it.
And it should cook about, I don't know, 40 minutes or so.
40 minutes?
40 minutes. That's what it takes. So we'll be enjoying it at the end of the show. But great segment. Love being in the kitchen. Mark did not throw anything at me like he did the very first
not
time.
over yet.
Well, stay tuned. We'll be back with more on Good Morning Vail right after this.
Good morning, Vail.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Get up, get ready to start your day. The mountains are calling you out to play. Come on, we'll make you feel right at home. Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Got a little rowdy there in the kitchen with Kim and the sausage and the onions, but it's in the oven now. We're excited to make that a breakfast casserole. We're going to enjoy it here in just a little bit. Thanks for tuning in to TV8 on Good Morning Vail, the Good Morning Vail show, live from 7 to 9, 7 days a week. We're giving you the second hour now of our 2-hour show for Friday, November the 17th. We're going to see sunshine over most of the day today. Cooler temperatures first thing this morning. We're going to see a high of about 52, mostly sunny as the system pushes on through. There's a little more moisture in the forecast over the next few days behind this system. Let's take a look at that. But first out, hourly forecast for the Vail area will be in the 30s to start, mid-40s midday. That high temperature coming at about 3 o'clock in the afternoon today, clear this evening. Denver temperatures today, 64 and sunny. We'll see 52 for Vail, 53 for Avon, and then 54 as you make your way to the west towards Eagle and Gypsum. As we jump around a little bit more, that evening skies tonight are going to be clear with a low of 22 degrees, sun setting at 4:50. And then that 5-day forecast, we're going to see 53 for Saturday, 20% chance of moisture. And then as we look into the end of the weekend, the start of next week, we're looking at a little bit of moisture in the forecast just 2 days before Beaver Creek decides to open for the 23-24 ski and snowboard season. That's exciting.
It's very exciting. I love Beaver Creek. My very first time there, the chocolate chip cookies and the heated sidewalks. Are you kidding me?
And the escalators.
And the escalators. I mean, it's a dream. We love Vail Mountain as well, but I think being spoiled, the escalator,
it's a different beast altogether, and they're both spectacular on every level. They just have done it the right way, and it's pretty amazing.
It's right in our backyard.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, after the show, just throw on our skis or our snowboards and take a couple turns and
Well,
head
you know,
on
and
back.
right where we are here at the TV studio, if you can buzz over to the Weston, which is 100 yards to the south, there's the Weston lift that can bring you up. So really, you could throw, well, you're not skiing, but you could throw on your snowboard boots and just walk 100 yards and be on the lift.
Yeah.
You're not driving anywhere.
You know, I'm so excited about that. Definitely getting a few more days in than I probably did last year. But speaking of which,
What?
eyepieces
Yeah.
of Vail. They are one of the premier eyewear shops here in town, and they've got some really great new goggles in place. So do you have a goggle preference? What kind of goggles do you use?
I have some. I honestly have. I have a lot of brands. I do.
Yeah.
I have kids, so it's like the kids want this, and then they decide they want this, and Dad gets the hand-me-downs. But I have Smiths. I've always worn Smiths. I wear Smith sunglasses a lot in the summertime for fishing because they have great polarized lenses. I know Smith does some really neat stuff with their 4D optimum peripheral vision down low. They all have cool things to offer. These are the mags, so they have the magnetic replacement interchange, so it's quick and easy. How about you? I think
I wear Smiths a lot as well, but the Oakleys, I've tried them a few times. I really enjoy them as well, and I like how they're nice and they have a wide sphere range of vision as well. So a little different than the Smiths, but definitely I'd say just as high quality. I love tried them on a little bit. I didn't put them all the way on, but I think check them out. What do you think?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, they look like I'm ready to hit the slopes right now, straight from the couch.
Yeah, you totally are.
Yeah, they're pretty great.
I think it's just a matter of going into eyepieces and letting them kind of ask you a few questions and find out kind of where you ski, how much do you ski, do you snowboard? Because if you snowboard, you have a bigger blind spot. If you're coming across the hill on your heel side, you're facing a different way. So more peripheral vision is always a plus.
It is.
But they have great options at eyepieces, whether it's Oakley, whether it's Smith, whether it's
Anon, all of the different kinds. Yeah, they really have some great ones. But they have also a bunch of locations all over the mountain. So you get to, if you can't get to one, you can probably find their location somewhere
They
else.
also have doctor services at 2 of their locations too. So if you're here and you need to get new prescriptions, or you left your glasses at home, or they broke, there's opportunities to get new scripts made while you're here on vacation that quick. And they can also put inserts into your goggles, so you don't have to wear glasses in the goggles anymore, which is a big thing.
And that's a huge thing. I don't think people realize that you can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I love how you're taking care of them. You're just polishing them. making
Yeah,
sure
here's the
they're
deal. Don't ever use, so many people do this. They use tissue paper to wipe off their glasses. And what's tissue paper made of?
Paper.
Wood? It's from wood.
Wood, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Let me get a piece of kindling and clean off my goggles.
It's great. It scratches them.
Use the bag that is provided, or use the inside of the bag for them. That's all.
That's great.
And don't scrub them with your gloves. And if they get snow on them, tap them off, or take them into one of the restrooms on the mountain and put them underneath the blow dryer and kind of dry them off that way.
It's perfect.
Take care of them. Really.
You invest in them, but it's definitely a great thing. And we love the eyepieces of Vail. They really have provided some great products and have some great inventory for this season. So make sure you stop in. But we've got a very exciting second hour. Mark, can't wait. We'll be back with more after this.
Can't wait.
Good morning, Vail.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Do you have an interesting hobby or skill you'd like to share for Vail Valley? We want to hear from you. We're looking for people to share their musical, artistic, culinary, woodworking, athletic, or technical talents on Good Morning Vail. If you'd like to share your talents with the community, email Danielle at tvavail.com. Join the community conversation. There's more for you on 92.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Welcome to Street Magic. I'm Elizabeth Stanton with some of the most terrifying stunts, extraordinary extreme escapes, and the most amazing cutting-edge magicians you'll ever see in one show. Get ready to have your mind turned inside out. The hand is definitely quicker than the eye.
It's fake.
When you're in Vail, you're in vacation mode, and you need a flexible home tour experience that fits into your schedule. We've transformed how you view and buy homes in the Vail Valley. With immersive, cutting-edge technology, you can explore properties 10 times faster. In our lounge, we guide you through this digital world on a 16-foot screen where you can imagine your next home in comparison to your favorite recreational spots. Say goodbye to multi-day home tours and hello to a quick stop between your other plans. That's the power of the immersion theater.
Are you looking for exciting and nutritious recipes to cook at home? Watch Colorful Cooking with Tracy Miller on TV8 Vail. Tracy brings you the best in fresh and healthy foods for the active outdoor lifestyle. Stream online at tv8vail.com or find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. There's more for you on 92.
Good morning, Vail.
Hey, welcome back to our Friday edition of Good Morning Vail. Claire Noble joining us with Eagle County. Good to see you as always.
Good to see you as well.
Claire used to be one of our hosts here in the studio. She's also done stand-up comedy a couple times. So you have a variety of things that you do that you're spectacular at.
I just have to say I loved working on this show. I came to work with a smile every morning.
Didn't we? We had fun.
It was a great time, great people. And I actually think, in one respect, I'm a better person from having worked on Good Morning Vail, because now when I talk to people, I listen more and I ask them questions more.
It's the truth, though. It really is, right?
Yeah.
Like you learn how to not just hear, but to listen.
Yeah, and it actually sort of took a little bit of pressure off that you don't have to entertain people. People want you to be interested in them, so you ask them questions, and they think you're a brilliant conversationalist because you've been asking them questions.
And it's like you have a game plan when you go into the interview, and then whatever direction you would go in could shift the process of what my questions would be or something, right? So what you think it's going to be and what it turns out to be might be going in a totally different direction, which makes it unique in its own way too, unless the interviewee has specific things they want to talk about where you keep it
right,
in that spot.
I think you're a master at that. I was more of a planner. You're more of a seat of the pantsers kind of guy.
I have a plan in the back seat, but in the front pocket, I have an idea too, like how I want to go with it.
Yeah.
And that's the beauty of it too, right? We have the opportunity to do that here on live TV. We can, as long as the faith is put in us to do our jobs the right way, there's not one specific way to do it. As long as you get the information out there and you're professional, it works.
Yeah, sure does.
Yeah.
And that's been a hallmark of TV8. Very professional, very entertaining, and news you can use for our community.
Yeah. And you have some good info for us to use, right?
I do.
With Eagle County, there's some neat stuff happening right now, some new communications.
Yeah, so for the past pretty much 2 years, I've been urging people whenever I come on the show to sign up for EC Alert. And I still think you should sign up for EC Alert, download the Everbridge app. But if that sounds like too complicated for you, we've got something easier.
It's even easier than that?
Just download the Reach Well app. It's on the App Store, it's on Google Play.
Reach Well.
Yeah, one word, capital R, capital W, Reach Well. And so you might wonder, okay, why the redundancy? And that's because Reach Well has some functionality that we don't currently have with EC Alerts. And that is you can elect to get your messages in more than 130 languages. So, and it's also, you don't have to give any of your personal information. You just go download the app and you're going to get all of the same alerts you would get through EC Alert. You can turn it off and turn it on very easily.
And it's not, is it specific to Eagle County, or you pick your area?
You pick Eagle County.
Gotcha.
But
Okay.
you could pick other places. I mean, it's used in municipalities and communities all over the country. So yes, you can tailor it. And so for instance, let's say you're a second homeowner and you spend part of the year in Florida and part of the year here. You could have Reach Well for both locations. And you can turn it on and turn it off. If you're not here and you don't want to get the alerts, you can turn it off.
Are you aware of are there a lot of people shifting from EC Alert and doing Reach Well? Do you even know? I mean, do you guys track that?
It's brand new.
Okay.
It just went live about a week ago.
Okay.
You know, we're not trying to kill one or the other. We want to provide people with options.
Yeah.
And great thing about EC Alert is you can tailor it to whatever community you're at here in Eagle County. So if you're in Vail and you just want to get Vail alerts, you can sign up just for Vail.
Right.
Because of my job, I get all the alerts. So, you know, when Redcliffe
in 130 languages, your phone goes crazy.
You know, when Redcliffe has to boil water or Glenwood Canyon closes, I get all of those alerts.
Wow. Well, but that's I think that's great for you too, because you're in that role where these alerts can be time sensitive, and you need to get the information put back out to everybody else.
And also because, you know, it's kind of one way in, one way out. We've got I-70. Yeah. And so when there are problems on I-70, I really think people in our community need to know that. You know, maybe you work in Vail, but you live in Gypsum and your kids are in school down in Gypsum. It's important to know if I-70 is closed at, you know, Dow Junction.
And historically, there's always stuff going on I-70. Yeah. Somewhere between Gypsum and Denver, there's always something.
Absolutely. Yeah, there's always issues, whether it's weather-related or, you know, we have a lot of commercial traffic on our road, and those trucks, if they're inexperienced, run into problems. Yeah.
That's good to know. Reach Well.
Reach Well.
Download it. Okay, and what else we have going on? You have some, you have a pretty nifty thing honoring.
So
go ahead.
It's a bit of a mystery. Some plaques showed up on a table.
This is the truth. It was a mystery.
It's a mystery to me. These plaques showed up on a table, these very old plaques, and they list the names of Eagle County people who died during wars. So we had one, not for World War I, the plaque says the Great War. So you know that plaque was made before World War II.
This isn't a plaque that was recently made. This is a plaque from the Great War time period?
Yeah, it's a 100-year-old plaque.
And you guys are looking at them on the table going, what?
And so, you know, somebody was like, well, I guess we should rehang these. And I'm like, wait a second. Like, I think there should be a little bit more ceremony around it.
Yeah.
Then we discovered a name had been left off the combined Korean-Vietnam War plaque. And so we can't just add it. We didn't have room. So we had to have a new plaque made for the Korean War and Vietnam. And then we sadly lost a few people to the global war on terror. So we made a plaque for that as well. These are all solid bronze plaques. And there's not a lot of people casting bronze. Yeah. So we actually started this process last spring, and it's taken this long to get the plaques made and to get them hung.
And they're going to be hung at?
In the Eagle County building, in the main hallway. So when you come into the Eagle County building, you're going to see, and we also had a plaque made that says Wall of Honor. So that's going to be at the top, and then these plaques will be hung on the wall. So on December 4th, we're going to have our dedication ceremony.
Oh, wow.
December 4th is a Monday at 1:30 in the afternoon. Everyone's invited to come see the installation of these plaques.
And how big are the plaques? Are they?
Well, the World War I and World War II are about that big, and the other ones are a little bit smaller.
They're all pretty small.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty neat, though.
And you'll recognize many of the names on these plaques. They're old Eagle County names, like the Eatons. You know, people lost a brother, a son, a father, or an uncle, and it profoundly affected those families' lives.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
And what a way to kind of pay tribute and to pay it forward.
Well,
that,
I mean, it's not a cliche. Freedom isn't free.
Yeah. Did we find out where the original one came from?
It's a mystery.
Still a mystery.
It's still a mystery. I think there are people who know. So far, they've been mum about this, but and we're not talking like a few months or a few years. these things have been missing for a few decades, but we're getting them back up on the wall. We've got them corrected. It's going to be a beautiful ceremony. We have Michelle Cohn-Levy singing the national anthem. Commissioner Kathy Chandler Henry will be making remarks. Rabbi Joel Newman will be doing our opening and closing prayers. So it'll be a short, somber, but beautiful ceremony.
That's neat. Very neat.
Yeah.
Shifting
gears a little bit.
Who? You.
We have, so all year long we've been celebrating that we're 140 years old.
Yeah, you have been.
And
I know for another month and a half.
You know, thank goodness for Dr. Manget, or I would look, not a day over 92.
Devinder, right?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Gretchen and I were at his offices last night. They had a big to-do of all the greatest and latest things to try to fight off, sun damage.
What's the ticket right now? What is it?
What is that?
What is the number one? What is the hot thing going on out there right now?
They've got so many interesting things. One of the things that I saw, and I just heard about this one, SkinVive, it's an injection that actually moisturizes your skin. So up here, where everybody's walking around dehydrated all the time, it's a really nice option.
From the inside out.
Exactly.
Interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. And they have a lot of things that, they stimulate collagen and elastin. And, these are things that, through almost no fault of your own, they just start to diminish as you get older. And a lot of us, one of the things I love about Eagle County is there's so many young, old people. And so people want to look the way they feel inside.
Yeah, exactly.
And so, Dr. Manget's office helps people do that.
Good deal. You gonna hang out for a bit, maybe?
I will.
Stick around.
Will, yeah, right. I love being here.
We got Claire Noble with Eagle County. We got a full crew in here at TV8 at the studios for the 17th day of November. We'll be right back with more of our Good Morning Vail show.
Good morning, Vail.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Familia, estamos muy emocionados de por fin presentarles nuestro nuevo programa completamente en español, Conexión Latina, que se estrena este lunes 21 de agosto a partir de las 7 de la tarde. Por el momento, el programa se transmitirá los lunes, miércoles y viernes de 7 a 7 y media de la tarde, con una repetición de 7 y media a 8, así que no hay excusas para perdértelo. Te recuerdo que puedes sintonizar nuestra programación a través del canal 92 de Comcast, nuestra página web tv8vail.com y nuestra página de Facebook TV8 Conexión Latina. Acompáñanos en esta nueva aventura llena de información y entretenimiento local. No te lo pierdas.
Pascal. And I'm Andrea Jackson. Welcome to Life, Love, Shopping. Have any personal stories you can share?
Do I? Yes, I do.
So even though you work for some good deals, too good to miss on flash deals now. Check this out.
Studies show spending time outdoors can help with depression, lowering blood pressure, and overall health and happiness.
Today, great show on the way.
Absolutely. Welcome to our show. I'm Suki.
I'm Scott.
And we are feeling good today. You know why? Because we had a great show.
When you're in Vail, you're in vacation mode, and you need a flexible home tour experience that fits into your schedule. We transformed how you view and buy homes in the Vail Valley. With immersive, cutting-edge technology, you can explore properties 10 times faster. In our lounge, we guide you through this digital world on a 16-foot screen where you can imagine your next home in comparison to your favorite recreational spots. Say goodbye to multi-day home tours and hello to a quick stop between your other plans. That's the power of the immersion theater.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. You know, I love sitting here on the couch with Mark. He was the first person that I worked with when I came to TV8, and it's just taught me so much just being here. You know, you are the OG, the living legend here at TV8. So how's it feel?
I get all sentimental. No, it feels good. It feels good. I had a hernia surgery the other day, so I'm a little sore, but I still feel pretty good. I keep bringing it up.
You know, it's what's relevant to you right now.
It's been really good for me being here and being a part of our community and seeing everybody like Gretchen, who interviewed here for years to get a job, and then finally it happened. And no, like it's true, but I mean, like it's like everything kind of just runs its course, right? And it continues. And Good Morning Vail has a place for people in Eagle County. It does.
It does.
And there's not a lot of places around the country that have this kind of a community where you can have a daily live 2-hour TV show and have enough content that's robust enough to keep people entertained. And we have such diversity of communities here and outdoor athletics and everything else that it just works.
It really does.
And it's been awesome.
Speaking of content, we have something very fun to watch. All the things that you've done over the years. So here's a little tribute.
Is this my sizzle reel?
It's Mark's sizzle reel for anything else he does in his future life. So let's take a look and see all the things that he's done here at TV8.
This has got to be fun stuff.
Hey, Mark. This is certainly a message that I never thought I would be delivering. Some of your last moments here at TV8, but we are all very excited for you. And so on behalf of the whole crew, we just want to wish you the very best of luck in your next adventures. I remember when we were first purchasing the station from Vail Resorts a few years back, you were one of the first people that reached out to me and expressed your sincere confidence that we would be able to rejuvenate and bring back life to TV8. And I think we've done that, and you have certainly been a part of that success story. So I want to personally thank you for that. One of the running jokes behind the scenes when we get into trouble and maybe need a few extra minutes between segments is give the mic to Sassy, because he will fill time in a way that is entertaining and fun and exciting for the viewers. And so for the last time, I give the mic to Sassy. Best of luck, Mark.
Hi everybody, I'm Mark Sassy. I'm a TV host for Good Morning Vail and TV8. And when I'm not talking about the outdoors, I'm in the middle of the outdoors. We're live from Avon right here on Nottingham Lake.
Back in. What's up, Sassy? Hey, what's up? It's like 7:40 in the morning. Yeah, here, I'll give you the mic. It's like 7:40 in the morning, and we're out here. Let me spin
Yeah, to heck with the coffee.
Interview time.
This is the way to do it. Okay, so this is kind of what, hold on.
The most awkward interview.
But does this ever happen? Like, are you ever in a situation where someone's stuck?
There you go, how's that?
It's the same, it's no different. Let's see what we got. He's an active fish, and he's coming up to the surface, and there he is. So you can't beat that. So obviously, good fishing this time of the year. Going out there to catch fish. We're gonna bring him right on close. Looks like he took 20 incher. You don't keep those fish out of the water too much. Even on days like today, we want to put them back in the water. We'll show them to the camera so you can pose and model. Little brown trout, pretty little brown trout. This is your fly fishing tip with Mark Sassy. And I've got Ross in the hot seat today, still reeling in the revelry from the GoPro Mountain Games and what's right around the corner once again, because it doesn't stop with the foundation.
It never ends. And just so you know, Mark, you are an extension of the VVF family. I hope you know that.
If you would have seen the day I had with her. We're here now. There's something going on. Let's go have some fun.
Yeah.
Woo! What an adventure that was. Look at everybody. I'm sure we've all had some great memories over the years here.
Hi, Mark, Sassy, and the entire Sassy family. Thank you so much for everything you've done for our community, for the countless laughs, for the blooper reel of the TV8 blooper reel, and just for being great community members. We'll miss you so much, and we wish you the best on your next chapter. You have to promise, though, to come back and visit us and take a bunch of ski runs and some fly fishing trips with us when you return. We love you guys a lot.
Good luck, Sassy. Congratulations on your new job. Those fish in the Carolinas, they don't know what's coming. Have fun.
Mark, Sassy, it's been a pleasure, man. I've known you now for, I think, 8 years, working with you at TV8 and on the World Pro Ski Tour. But it's been a blast every time I see you, man. I can't wait for you to get out to Carolina and have a great new family and relationship with that state and those people. So I hope to see you again this winter. But bon voyage, my friend.
Hey, Mark, Sassy, I hear you're moving east, not back to Maine, but to someplace a little bit warmer. But wow, I remember way back, when was it, 2012? When I hired you, and we've had so much fun hosting since then, whether it was the Burton US Open, World Cup races, the Teva Mountain Games, the GoPro Mountain Games, and just everything in between. It was so much fun hanging out. Oh, the Halloween costumes, can't forget about those. Lots of fun, lots of laughs, but congratulations and best of luck to you in your new venture. I hope you don't say too much. Love you, man.
Mark Sassy, what is up, man? It's your favorite cameraman of all time, Wes here, just calling to congratulate you on your next adventure. And sadly leaving TV8 though. I didn't think I'd ever see the day. You have been a huge staple for that place since I met you. When I first met you back in 2013, I was applying for the job and I was sitting there in the green room next to the Lego cameraman. I'm not sure if he's still there or not either, but you came in, welcomed me with open arms, even though I hadn't gotten the job yet. And you're just so awesome. I feel like we were learning a lot together because you were transitioning from the sales side to the talent side. And we just had so many fun times, so many endless laughs in the studio, out in the field, just nothing but smiles all the way around every time I saw you. So I appreciate you. I wish you nothing but the best of luck. And I was doing this video outside to hopefully show you what you have to look forward to. Can't turn it around. But the East Coast ain't so bad, man. You know, you're only gonna be 7.5 hours away from me. So I hope to see you sometime soon, man. Best of luck, miss you, and let's go.
Sassy, nearly a decade at TV8. I think I'm only 1 year behind you. We are sure gonna miss you around here. Good luck to you down the road, whatever you're doing, and stay in touch, Mark.
Hey, Mark, congratulations on your new job. I'm so excited for you, and I know you have been wanting this for a very long time, and you deserve it. So congratulations.
Wow. What'd you think, Mark? We love you.
Stop. Thank you. Let's get off.
We're not allowed to get emotional and sentimental.
I would like to say, instead of Rex Manning Day, I think it should be Mark Sassy Day, November 17th, every November 17th.
Why?
And Mark, I have to go here for a minute. So you know the story. We met, I was a young, fake blonde girl that came here from Denver. I modeled, and I had heard day one, Mark Sassy. Sassy, who's this sassy human? Everyone, Mark's a big deal, Mark's a big deal. So this beautiful tall man approaches me when I'm modeling, and I'm young, and I'm like, that's Mark Sassy, true story. And I came in, and not a million times.
Were you doing the Corbell stuff? What were you doing?
Oh,
Did you do
yes,
Corbell?
all of it.
Yeah.
And the cars, remember all of the Ariscato, I came on like 8 times
that's
to
right,
model.
Ariscato with cable,
so
yeah.
I didn't come in a million, I came in twice to interview for TV. The first time it was just a no-go. I wasn't ready. The second time they called me back, they chose a dude over me. But you always were like, Gretchen, you got it. Keep on doing this. Try. I had never really done this type of TV. And I want to tell you, I'm going to take it real for a minute. You are so loved in this community. And truly, you have made TV8 what it is. Look at me. It's true. Good morning, Vail. We are going to love you. Or we're going to love you. We do love you. We're going to miss you. It's an end of an era. And you have inspired me so much. And truly, this is the reason, you are the reason I wanted to be on this show. So thank you for being you. And we all.
It's heavy.
It's truth. We all love you. We miss you. And we're going to,
Thank you.
You have a home here.
I'll be in South Carolina, but maybe we can do little check-ins every once in a while for TV.
How about Zoom interviews with Mark?
Zoom
interview. Segment with Mark. I like this.
And I'm going to be doing I do that stuff with the ski racing in the wintertime.
Yeah.
And I did check-ins last year with TV8 from Bear Valley. So maybe we can even do some check-ins there. And I'll be back in Aspen in January for the ski races. We'll find a way.
We'll
this is home for me. Yeah. It is.
We just want you to know that we love you so much. And Claire actually and I were speaking last night, and we were saying it's just so awesome that you are the celebrity here. Everyone knows you. We love you. And you're going on your next chapter. That's huge. It's beautiful. And
so I want to be a host for Dateline someday is my goal.
Put it out there. That's the way
simple
to do
truth.
it. Yeah.
Keith Morrison probably needs a breather.
Yeah, I could
I
see
can
that.
step in. I want to work with Andrea Canning. She's awesome.
I think of anybody I've ever seen on air, you have the most natural, easygoing presence of anybody I've ever seen at any level of, and I think you're going to be fantastic.
Thanks.
I think it's amazing that you're stepping out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
I mean, most people would not do that, and you did. I will just also say on a personal note, and hopefully I don't get real choked up, you changed the trajectory of my life when you gave me this job. I hadn't worked in 17 years. I'd been a housewife. And yeah, the first time I came in, I got don't call us, we'll call you. But then I guess you got desperate because a couple of months later, I'm driving to Denver, my phone rings and it's you. And you're like, yeah, you maybe come in 1 day a week. And the next thing I know, I'm working 5 days a week. And it was all because of you. And then I went to work for the nonprofit. And now I work for the county. And all of that is because you took a chance on me. Thank you.
Good chance. I have a funny story about you. Kind of. So years ago, well, amongst other things, Claire got me a Christmas gift. You remember the Christmas gift you got me, the tactical pen?
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Tactical pen. So it's a pen that is actually kind of like a...
You can break glass
you can
with
do
it.
Stuff with
Or
you can do a lot
attack
with
people
it, right?
with
But
it.
it's a pen, so you can actually take it with you when you're traveling.
Yeah.
It's allowed to travel on airplanes. And it's traveled with me all around for many years. And I went to Mexico last week to go to my sister-in-law's wedding. And I'm coming back through, and they pulled it out and asked me what it was. I'm like, oh, it's a pen. Because Claire said I could travel with it. And I showed them the pen, and they're like, well, it still has this really sharp tip. We're going to take it from you. So they took it from me last week. But I've had it for a long time, and I've loved that thing.
Symbolism,
and then this
maybe.
one time, I walked into my cubby, and there was a shoebox with a Barbie doll in it, I think, that had an arm cut off, and like a leg cut off, and a note that says, I know what you did. Right?
From you?
Well, if you've got kids, the toys get destroyed.
Right.
And we had this doll that had been destroyed, and I'm like,
but where did it come from to begin with? I loved it. I loved it. Because that was like me. That's the stuff that I would do, but you did it. I loved it. Oh.
But I didn't sign my name, so Mark was wandering around all morning. Who left this on my desk? And he looked super paranoid.
Were you frightened?
Well, because I'm looking back going, I've done a few things. But why would this come and get
And
me
I love
now?
that it's Claire, the sweetest human ever, and she's like, haha.
Love it.
Oh man, Mark, you're wonderful. I don't have as much of a history with you as these two ladies here on the couch, but I'll tell you, you have influenced the days that I get to work with you are just always
fun.
so exciting and so energetic. And I think even today, we're not flying by the seat of our pants, but it is the Wild West today.
But
in
it
the
is
ship
fun
studio.
to do that too,
Yeah.
right? Like you and I talked about, right? Like you have you do your things a certain way, and the way that I do my stuff is, it's a little more raw, but it's still in line with what has to happen, and I just kind of keep it open for me. When I took this job in South Carolina, the lady, I applied for a news anchor job, right? News anchor, reporter, and I met with them, and then they called me back the next day, and she's like, we want to offer you the job because you're such a unique candidate. You bring things that our typical news anchors and people don't do because they come from another market and they sit at a desk and this is what they do, right? But I think they like the kind of the freedom of the ability to kind of get the information out there, but do it in a way that's a little unique and a little quirky and but still professional, right?
The thing about you, I was watching you this morning, Kim, and I watch every morning with you guys, and when you're on, and you're so fluid and just fun and easy to watch, and you want to go grab a beer with you want to be your friend, you want to hang out with, truly, I think, I know you're married, but so many women love you, and they think you're a babe, and but and the men want to grab a beer with you, and you're just a good guy, and that's what comes across, and I think that's what Claire was saying, it's just so easy. It's in you, and you can't be taught that. You're just it. You are that human, and it's.
Well, I think you dig in. I mean, we all look for that, right? We look to try to figure out who we are, right? Because you don't know what to do with yourself in life in general until you understand, what's behind your skin, who you are.
Yeah.
And it takes people sometimes a long time. Some people never figure it out, and I feel like I'm comfortable with who I am, and I'm just me. I'm humble. I'm easy.
And you make other people feel, and I think that's what you taught me, because the first time I came, I know you remember, I was shaking. I was trying to be something that I wasn't. I mean, I'm funny, and I laugh, and I'm silly and goofy, and I was trying to be very put together, and that's never been me. And I remember GoPro Mountain Games, you came over, you hugged me, you're like, let's have fun with this. And it was the first time, I'm getting emotional. It's truth, you bring this out in people, because it was the first time I felt like me on camera, and I was like, wow, just being me really resonates, and you do that for others, because I had never felt like that with.
So you caught a glimpse of who you are, like that way, right?
100%, yes.
And then you kind of you build off of that next time, and then next time,
and people feel that. They can see when you're sitting there, and you're like, versus just being you. And we're all flawed, we're all fun, we're all funny, and that's
be
what
comfortable
makes
with whatever. I had hernia surgery the other day. Did I tell you that? And my stomach's all flat.
Want me to feel your scar?
Feel it, Kim. Just make them feel good about it.
Oh, God, they're telling me to finish my story. Danielle, we good for time still?
The best part about Mark is that he lets
you
people
got pulled
see
into
him.
this. So, all right, this is going to...
Live TV.
So, it's a little off color, so just bear with me on this one, okay? It's not bad. It's just not normal conversation for TV.
At least in the morning.
So, for years... I had a innie belly button, okay? Follow me? And for years...
AKA a normal belly button.
Yeah, and I would collect little cute little balls of belly button fuzz, right?
Oh.
Oh, God, you guys.
Keep going.
And at one point, and this is just kind of the oddness of me, I realized that these little collections of cotton and whatever else were colorful and stuff because of the T-shirts that I would wear for the day. You follow me so far?
I'm so concerned about where this is going right now.
It's not. So I got to the point where I had a little Ziploc bag, and I would collect these little belly button lints, and I was going to make a pincushion was my goal. Over the years.
I figured a craft project was coming out of this
If that's
somehow.
any insight to who Mark is.
But, so there were days when, I would have a blue T-shirt on, and there'd be some blue-tinted fuzz, and I would keep it there, and I would wear, a yellow T-shirt the next day and try to get different colors mixed into it. This is the simple truth. And my ex-girlfriend, wherever she is now, she was a part of it, and she's like, you're weird. But she went with it,
You're
right?
weird.
So then, anyways, I injured myself. Whenever the hernia started, which I think was when I took that snowboard crash in 2015, my innie belly button eventually was never an innie anymore. It went away.
Popped out.
Yeah, because that was where the hernia was. It was an umbilical hernia.
That happened to me around 7 months of pregnancy. The belly button popped
It's like
out.
turkey's done.
You have an Audi now.
So I had an Audi now. So I'm like, for years, for 5-6 years, I haven't been able to do this. They did the repair. My belly button is back to normal. So
back to
I probably won't go down that road again. But anyways,
That's what you're excited about. That's Mark. There you go.
That pink cushion will get made. Now that he's back. We can't wait to hear about it all from South Carolina.
Do you want donations?
Sure.
Claire just sent you at your new studio. They have this big ball, and they're like, "Oh, it's Claire." There we go.
Well, Mark, we love you.
Love you. This is great.
You so
We
much.
can keep going. We can keep going, but thank you.
We
Thank
really
you.
could. That's a coffee
Good stuff.
chat
Love it
over
all.
a beer,
Love
over
it all.
coffee. But we do have a bit more here on this Friday morning edition of Good Morning Vail, so we'll be right back after this.
Good morning, Vail.
At Revival Boutique Med Spa, we take an integrative and holistic approach to skincare, focusing on the bigger picture when treating our clients. We use only result-driven and science-based products that contain clean, organic, wildcrafted, and research-based ingredients. From injectables, facials, to body contouring, we offer anything related to looking your best self. Find us in the Riverwalk in Edwards. For a complete list of services, visit us online at revivalvail.com. Follow us on Instagram at Revival Vail Valley. Fall in love with your skin again. There's lots to love at Revival. Mind, body, beauty.
Hi there. Are you ready to explore famous neighborhoods from New York City to Kentucky? Watch The Neighborhood with host Nicole Newman. Featuring famous people, unique history, and delicious places to eat and drink. Our viewers get an inside personal look at each neighborhood. With each episode we learn, grow, laugh, and live like a local, not just a visitor. Welcome to The Neighborhood. Check your local program schedule and tune in.
Lions Head Jewelers Fossil and Mineral Gallery. Located in the heart of Lions Head Village for over a decade, our 4,000 square foot gallery boasts a one-of-a-kind experience that cannot be found anywhere else in Vail. We carry the most exquisite array of fine jewelry, high-end minerals, and museum-quality fossils. We invite you to come in and explore all the history and beauty that nature has to offer.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Now it's Friday. You know what that means. Eagle Valley Library District is here, which means Tegan is joining me on the couch, and she's here to talk about all things holidays, fun, friends, Thanksgiving, and the library. How are you,
and the
Tegan?
library. Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
Great to have you here. So you've got a lot coming up with the holidays in, which
We do.
means people are in and out looking for entertainment,
Yes.
all of the things. So talk to me about what the latest and greatest is.
Latest and greatest at the library. So as we all know, Thanksgiving break is coming up. So if you're wanting to change up maybe Friendsgiving or Thanksgiving, we do have lots of cookbooks at the library, fresh off the press. So if you want to add a new side dish, like pop on in and check it out and give it a whirl. That's what I do. I pull out cookie books and just pick one and go for it.
So do you have all kinds of cuisines?
Oh, we have all kinds of cuisines. Yes. So our cookbook section is 636 if you want to know, because we're still on the Dewey system.
Okay.
So you can pop into any of our libraries, and we have a huge cooking section. So different cultures, different variety as far as like if you're plant-based, meat-based, we have it all.
Cooking for dummies.
Yeah. Oh, yes, yes.
There's probably plenty of those that get checked out.
Baking. We even have brewing. We have also mocktails, cocktails. So whatever you need for your festivities, and if you're looking to change it up, come to the library and check something out.
That's amazing. So if you want to check something out at the library, you should get a library card.
Yes.
So talk to me about that.
Okay, so anyone can get a library card. All we need is a photo ID, and it can be your ski pass, it can be your gym pass, of course your driver's license, but so long as it has a picture so we know you are you, and then you can come on one into our libraries, Avon, Eagle, and Gypsum, and we'll give you a library card. And with that card, you can check out up to 50 items, so movies, DVDs, GoPros, cooking books. We have it all at the library. And if you can't get in, you can still check out things online through our online library card.
I love that. And you can't use an Instagram profile. It has to be a physical card.
It has to be a physical card. Well, I mean, nah.
People need to know who you are.
We need to know who you are. So just any type of card that has your photo on it. So, and then of course we worked with the school district, so their school ID works as a library card.
So they don't have to juggle 2 cards, which is great for kids.
Yes. Make it simple, make it easy.
So we're heading into the holidays, which means holiday breaks and fun things. So you've got reindeer. What other fun activities
so
and
after
things do you have
everyone
planned?
is enjoying Thanksgiving, the next Thursday, which is November 30th, I believe, at the Avon Public Library, we bring in reindeer. So it's our reindeer day. It's our open house. And so we invite the community to come in. We'll have hot chocolate. We'll have cookies. We'll have crafts. We'll have reindeer. So you can get your photo taken with a reindeer. And then we also have musicians are coming this year. So it's just a good time at the library to invite the community in and hang out.
That's great. Now, are you doing weekly holiday events, or is it just one big event that's happening?
One big event in Avon, but all 3 branches are doing big events. So following Avon will be Eagle, because we're partnering up with the town of Eagle for Lights on Broadway. So again, the Eagle Public Library will have crafts, we'll have treats, and then they kick off the parade that goes down Broadway. So we'll be nice and warm and cozy if you need to warm up. And then after that, the week after that is Home for the Holidays at the Gypsum Public Library, where we partner with the town of Gypsum. So they'll have reindeer hot chocolate cookies outside, and we'll have Santa on the inside with crafts as well as some other entertainment options.
That's amazing. Now, where can we go to find out when these events are happening?
Eagle Valley Library District is the name of us, and our website is evld.org. And then also the town of Gypsum will have it posted, as well as the town of Eagle.
Great. Now, do you need to register ahead of time, or can you just show
You
up,
can
bring
just
the family?
show up, bring the family, and we do get a lot of people. We get about 500 to 700 people that come and visit us that day, and we just really enjoy it. It's really a good time to talk with your neighbors, since everyone's out and about getting things done. It's a good time to unwind and catch up with everyone.
That's great. So cookbooks, get your library card,
Yes.
go have fun with some reindeer and Santa and hot chocolates and all of the fun things.
All at the library.
Wonderful. Awesome. We'll take in more information one more time. Where should we go?
Yep, evld.org.
Okay, great. Well,
Thank
go
you.
check it out. It's going to be fun. You get
Yes.
to meet Tegan if you haven't already.
Yes, I'll
She
be
is
there.
wonderful. And then you get to spend some time with Santa and make some holiday memories.
Yep, and hang out with some reindeer. So special.
Awesome. Well, Tegan, thanks for giving us the update. We
Yeah.
love hearing what you're doing here in the community. It's a really
Appreciate
special library district that we have here. So thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Now stay tuned. We have a bit more here with Mark Sassy on his last day at TV8. So we'll be right back after this.
Good morning, Vail.
In America's heartland, living close to the land, there's a love for the country and a pride in the brand. In America's heartland, living close to the land. In America's heartland, close to the land.
Lions Head Jewelers Fossil and Mineral Gallery. Located in the heart of Lions Head Village for over a decade, our 4,000 square foot gallery boasts a one-of-a-kind experience that cannot be found anywhere else in Vail. We carry the most exquisite array of fine jewelry, high-end minerals, and museum-quality fossils. We invite you to come in and explore all the history and beauty that nature has to offer.
Join us in exploring the everyday lives of community members here in the Vail Valley. Hear their inspiring stories of how they came here, their contributions to our community, and why they chose to call this place home. We want you to be one of our neighbors. If you would like to be featured or nominate someone to be featured, please send an email to danielle@tv8vail.com. We look forward to featuring your story right here on TV8.
Do you love the outdoor lifestyle? Make sure you tune in every day at 8 p.m. to catch Scoreboard Nation. It's an outdoor lifestyle show dedicated to your 3 favorite mountain towns, Vail, Beaver Creek, Park City, and Reno, Tahoe. Join us for an incredible venture. Find us on TV8 Vail, Park City Television, or at thescoreboardnation.com. We can't wait to see you there.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. One of the things that we do here as a staple and Mark excels at is telling you the weather. So let's take a look at today's hourly temperatures. 38 degrees, partially cloudy. As we move into the warmer part of the day, those clouds will dissipate a bit and it'll be mostly sunny. 47 degrees at noon. It'll stay just about the same all the way through till 4 o'clock, where that sunshine will be blasting. Gorgeous weather for the start of the weekend. And then tonight, it'll be clear skies, low of 37, so not that chilly, which is really nice for us, but we hope that it gets a little bit colder so that we've got more snow in the forecast. Because I'm ready to shred it and rip it on the mountain.
And I'm going away from snow for the first time in my entire life.
Entire life.
I mean, I grew up in Maine. I grew up skiing, and I grew up doing it all. And the wintertime was like a piece of me, period.
Well,
So it's going to be wild.
You're heading to the mountains, but you'll have the beach, so you'll have a little bit of precipitation about 2 hours away.
Be all right.
See what I did there?
Look how this turned out. Look at this thing.
You know, you are an aficionado.
We
in the
did it
kitchen,
together.
so
It looks good, doesn't it?
It looks great. I cannot wait to share it with
Gretchen
you.
was walking around. She's like, "Oh my God, it smells so good in here."
I wish the audience could smell it because it's just like savory sausage.
Right?
You can smell the spiciness in the sausage. You can smell the delicious crisp cheese. What do you think?
I'm just going to cut away as we wrap up the show. Thanks for letting me be a part of your fun.
Yeah.
Thanks for taking over the reins and keeping it moving, y'all.
You know, we're trying. Mark, you've
Steamroll
definitely...
it. Just keep going.
We're just steamrolling. Let people see you is how I like to see it. But
Have an impact. My goal was to have an impact on someone every day. A little impact, a positive impact. And I still want to do that. I still do it.
well, you're going to be
You know?
impacting us from a distance. We're definitely getting you on Zoom. You know, you're not done with us yet.
We got to do that. That'll be awesome.
Mark is not done with us yet. Well, I would just want to say a personal thank you
Yeah.
for just showing me the ropes here, which is what I like to say when I'm with you here.
You got a good crew here, and you got people that have been here for a while between Nick and Terry and the crew that has been a part of TV8. So it's home. It's home for a lot of people, and it's going to be home for some new people too. And that's the beauty of it. You know, if it's for you, it's for you.
We've got some big shoes to fill here. What are we going to do without Mark
You got a pretty
Sassy?
good size foot, though. What size is your foot?
You know, I wear an 8.5, 9 in
Oh, that's not
women's
bad. That's
shoes,
like
so
my
not
wife's
too
size.
bad.
No,
You
that's
know,
not too bad.
I have a great boot collection, so if anybody
Gretchen, what's
wants to
your
send
shoe
me some
size?
boots, that'd be great.
She's like, I knew you.
You know, it's just been so much fun, you know, seeing Claire here. She used to host with you. You're here. Me and Gretchen, we're the new generation, and we just really appreciate all that you've
Yeah,
done. Mark,
thanks. Yeah.
thank you so much. Great to have you here.
Thanks.
See you
Keep
next
it up.
time.
We love
Happy
you.
holidays.
And, I'll come back and visit. for
Yeah,
sure.
it'd be great to see you.
See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Are you looking for exciting and nutritious recipes to cook at home? Watch Color